Gate 2106, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. 35,000 games for my opponent, that's very impressive, isn't it? 35,000 rapid games, 30,000 in blitz as well. Okay, we're just playing an exchange carrow. The very attacking line. I'm going to take there. Not the line I've looked at for a long time, so I might go wrong in this, especially playing someone of a higher level. But all I'm trying to do is get castled and then worry about the game. So I'm just going to go ultra cautiously, get castled, then eventually we can expand. But I think the bishop will go back, the queen will develop, it'll be a kingside attack we face. So how do I do it? I'm actually going to develop this way and try and bring the bishop up before we get ideas like this sort of idea. Now we could go and attack the bishop, but I think I'll just go to the natural square. Get the knight into play, connect the rooks if we can. I'd like to push a pawn, but it gives my opponent an immediate target to sack. Knight here is a move, but I don't really want to take the bishop. I suspect my opponent wants me to try and take there. So I'm looking at doing something like this with this knight instead. Yeah, I think I like the look of that actually. I think we're going to see this pawn come down the board, so I'm going to try and put the other knight into the centre. I'll pre-move in case he takes, but I don't think he will. But it is 10-minute rapid this, so pre-moves are not so critical. Okay, so bring the knight round and we're going to jump into the middle of the board. Okay, knight comes forward. So what's the idea? Shift these out the way, the knight down might come at some point in time. I still like the idea of what I've been aiming for, just to play the knight into the middle. I don't think he'll take, but he might do. If he does, I'll probably go with the bishop, but I'm not sure. We've got a knight as well, but probably the bishop. Yeah, I'm getting croaky again, aren't I? It's my allergies, I think. Oh, he has taken, okay. So I think I want to take with the bishop rather than the knight. And then I've got a dilemma, what do I do? Because ultimately his knight's going to come in and hit my bishop. So if I go with the queen, what do I do with this bishop? I can guard and maybe drop back. If I go with the knight, I can go to f6. Yeah, he's trying to create something. What's he doing? He's maybe trying to win my rook, I guess. So I do have knight back to charge that knight right now, but maybe he wants me to do that. I've got bishop up to charge the knight. You don't want the two bishops ganging up on the rook, because then the rook's going to be lost. So it's not easy. What do we do? What do we do? Knight back and bishop up are my two candidate moves. Maybe pawn up for that emergency square. Knight back, I'm not really a big fan of, but here, trade, here is fine, here is fine, I think, but actually, yeah, here, it's a little bit more awkward. But knight down, knight in, trade, rook takes. That's when it's getting more awkward, isn't it? I'm going to put the bishop there. I think I need the bishop there. Then maybe just h6 if we get a move like bishop down. I think that's the kind of concept he's aiming for, and then eventually the bishops will gang up and win an exchange. Whether that's crucial or not, we'll find out as time passes. Okay, he's gone there to pin the knight. So now I'm going to throw h6 in with a tempo. I don't think he'll take here. I think he's just creating a target, but... Oh, he has taken. So what's he looking at then? Exchange here. Queen up, I don't think quite works. It felt like I was going to lose an exchange whatever happened, but here, pawn down, queen across. It's getting a little bit messy, isn't it? If we have to shift all his pawns away, could actually be quite good for us, it could do. If he ignores it, we're threatening to simply win a pawn, but knight down, I assume is his idea, but we do have queen up. Or we have, say, queen across somewhere to threaten checkmate with the two bishops. So we might play a move like rook across if he leaves it. That's what he's done. So he's dealing with the mate threat. So I assume I want rook across rather than take. And I don't want to burn all my time. So here, knight down, I'm happy to trade one of the bishops, just not both of them. I can't afford to burn all my clock. So I'm just dealing with this immediate threat. Knight down here then. You know, we can always trade. Bishop takes, maybe rook takes. Shift the bishop somewhere. Even if we have to drop it right back. At least it guards pawns, so there's a purpose. But he's getting very attacking here. Otherwise, queen up, just create natural threats. So queen up could be a move. Takes, pawn takes seems fine. Not ideal, but fine. If I take and you go here, then I've got queen up here. That's probably better. And my bishop's kind of a bit dead, isn't it? So I'm going to get rid of that powerful knight. If takes, I'll go here. If takes here, I've got options as to what I want to do. He has gone with that one. So I'm just going to go here and offer the queen trade. Now, there is a bit of a problem coming. Here, and that's a little bit loose, isn't it? So it's a bit of a problem coming, but we can move the bishop and target this backward pawn. So it's risk and reward for both of us. Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to go defensive here? Bishop down, I simply trade. Rook across, we hit his pawn, but it's a bit passive, isn't it? So I'm just looking at bishop up to hit this pawn. I like the look of that, actually. If he goes defensive, fair enough. I've always got the option to play rook across and then shift the other rook. But we're just threatening to swap a pawn for a pawn right now. At least it mixes it up. Bishop can come back and guard, so he has gone for that. So what do we do? I'm going to go defensive for one move. Like I say, I'm trying to play at a decent pace so I don't get too low on the clock. We're very even right now. I want to get my other rook into the game. But then there's a target here. You can imagine rook comes back and it's a bit of a problem. If he gets the king to guard, it's a problem. But I'm going to go here now. King up, there's a loose pawn. But there's no way to easily double up. Like rook here, you've got this. So it's a bit awkward, isn't it? A little bit awkward. It's a big bit awkward, actually, isn't it? What do I do? Do I gamble? Oh, I can't go there anywhere. I'm running out of moves, aren't I? So here. What about going silly? Yeah, I'm actually really seriously running out of moves now. I'm just going to drop the bishop back. I'm almost in Zugzwang. I've kind of not really got much I can actually do. We've not really got many moves at all, have we? Okay, so I'm going to run the king across. Oh, I've just blundered him immediately. I've just seen it. What the heck did I do that for? I've just blundered the game on the spot. Oh, what the heck did I do there? I'd seen it already and said that, and then I've just gone and blundered it. So up. Yeah, it's just resignable, I think, then. Up, takes, pawn up. I have to go up. Yeah, I've just blundered that one, just a simple one move mistake, so it is what it is. If he takes, I'll have to push up. But there's nothing I can really do. And I was just trying to bring the king in to charge this rook, but yeah, it's effectively over this game now. It is what it is. It happens. Okay, so he's played rook across. There's no way to even break out, is there? I'm going to play rook up and double them up. Obviously, I've got nothing whatsoever here. So, but it's unfortunate it's done. So, let's double the rooks up. You can just take another pawn. We've maybe got bishop up, but our defences are close to being collapsed here. But bishop up, we hit the rook and pawns. He's threatening, actually, just to crash through. So I think I have to step up to be able to bring the rook behind, but he can just come down anywhere. Still got rook behind, though. It's on a dark square. I'm just going to play it like a bullet game now. Obviously, this one's essentially over, so I'll just get the game over with, and then we'll think about playing another one. Okay, he does take. So I assume I've got bishop up. But there's no actual threat in any way, shape or form, is there? See, if I play bishop up now, I'm threatening to grab a pawn, but he's simply threatening to queen anyway. So I'll have to play rook here just to hit the pawn. So at least we're threatening to take, but it doesn't matter if I get the pawn now, it's lost anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. So we're 3 clean pawns down just from that one mistake. But I was kind of in zugzwang. I just stumbled into a position where I've got no real moves, so not realistically anything I could do in any event. So that's, I mean, he's still 2 clean pawns up and much better. King up to at least get on a dark square. So here, down, here, check would be checkmate, wouldn't it? So that's no good. Literally nothing. Let's just bring the rook back. But I can't march forward there, I'm marching into checkmate. So he plays bishop there. So do I have rook here? Trade. Here, up. Eventually he's going to march the pawns down. My king's in the right corner, but I don't have enough to counterpunch with. Here. I want to get the rook behind and counter-attack, but I don't think I can really do anything. But it's worth a punt in it, though. It's probably better to just play rook across and trade the rook, but I think I'm just dragging out the inevitable, so I'll try and at least pretend that we're getting active, but even a check, you can simply block it. We can maybe try and get behind the pawn. Yeah, that's a good move. Here, you just push down. Here, down, here. Okay, I think we can step up now. Here, we'll just simply step back, I guess. Nothing else I can do really, is there? Like I said, I'm just playing the game out. Okay, back. Now he can grab another pawn if he wants. Everything's winning. There's nothing whatsoever I can do. Yeah, I can't be bothered playing that one out. I'll just put it through the engine and I'll just get on with another game instead. But so 40 moves, that one. He played just a perfect game, didn't he? So there's nothing much you can do. If your opponent plays really, really well, nothing much you can do about it. Yeah, he's just played an amazing game there. 97% accuracy versus 89%. Just that one blunder. And actually, what was the blunder if we just flick to it? So we're slightly worse here, but it feels like we're in zugzwang, and I've just allowed that attack on the pawn, haven't I? Yeah, king across, and I said I was trying to bring the king over to challenge the rook, but as soon as I'd done it, I realised I'd hung that, and that was it, just game over. He's just converted it perfectly, played a perfect game, so you just say, well done.